So rather than bringing in a term that bridges both, right, that has moral meaning and legal meaning, particularly when I've seen that people have a difficult time keeping those two categories separate, I just avoid the term for that because I don't like that complication of being added in. And when people bring it up, I tend to say, okay, what are we talking about? What do you mean by that? What does murder mean for you? And like you said, that all of a sudden introduces so much more work into the conversation, just so that I have what I would consider the personal privilege of being able to condemn it as murder, so that I make myself feel better about the strength of my language. I don't need that.
Yeah.
I don't need it to make my case.
Yeah, this is something that bothered me when this pastor came after me and said, well, you're not really pro-life the way you think you are because you won't call abortion murder. I asked him to imagine a scenario. You and I are speaking to a hostile audience. I show up, I show images of abortion, I present a syllogism, I defend it with science and philosophy. You follow me and you stand at the podium and you shout the conclusion, abortion is murder. Who actually did the better job of moving the audience? And his answer was, I did because I followed God. That's the best he could give me. And I find that just remarkable.
Well, their sense is, and I've had this conversation with people on the people who disagree with me on this.
Right.
And their sense is that they have a responsibility or duty to bring about conviction in the heart of their audience towards their sin towards God, and to orient themselves back into a right relationship with God. There's an evangelizing aspect to what they want to do at that moment, right? And though I talk about the gospel at every chance I get, and though it's never a secret that I'm a Christian, when people bring me in, evangelizing is not my primary goal. It's not my job. That's not what they brought me in to do. I'm not doing an event where it's an evangelizing event. I'm in to discuss it. And what you brought up is interesting as well, because, and where I say the confusion part can come into this as well, other than complication, there's confusion. And what I mean by that is, even though something like 1 in 5 or 1 in 4 women are getting abortions during the course of their lifetime, so that means something like 75 to 80% of women are not, which is an encouraging thing. It ought to be an encouraging thing to us that even though people support it, they're not all getting them, even though they support it. But you know somebody that has, more likely than not, and more likely than not, you love someone that has.
Yeah.
And so if I've got an audience in front of me, and I'm going to make a strong case for the objective wrong, the objective evil of the practice of abortion, but I add to that the element that I need you to accept in the course of this 30, 45-minute talk and whatever Q&A that I have, that your mom, your sister, your friend that you helped get an abortion is not only objectively morally wrong in what they did, but they're a murderer.
Right.
That's a heavy load to introduce.
It's not going to help you persuade at all.